I'm Chris from the Chris Meredith Method Fitness Studio, and I am your local fitness and fat loss expert in Redmond, Washington. And today I'm here with my girlfriend, Carrie.
Hi.
And today we're going to talk to you a little bit about food prep, because if there's any one element where people screw up 9 times out of 10 and just totally derail an exercise program, it is food. And today we are going to talk about food prep based on the idea that if you're not prepared for something and you don't have the food that you're supposed to eat around, you're going to go for the next easiest, quickest, most convenient thing, and that's usually going to be something that's not healthy for you, it's not on the plan, and then you'll have this regret thing later. So Carrie, why don't you tell us about this?
Perfect. Chris and I prepare our food for the entire week every Sunday. We've got it down to a fine art. We tend to make the same foods every week that we know we're going to enjoy, things that are really versatile that will work in a number of different recipes. So I think what we hear a lot from clients is that, well, it's really hard to eat healthy because I have to cook for my kids and my husband and I can't eat my special food. The point here is you don't need to make special diet food. If you prepare and you've got an arsenal of clean recipes that everyone enjoys, that don't make you feel like you're eating, little tiny portioned out pieces of cold fish every day, it's really, really easy and convenient to stick to your plan. So we've got on the table our 5 favorite things that we absolutely can't go without each week. And so we're going to go through each one, talk a little bit about how to prep these all at one time so it's easy and convenient, and then some different recipes that each food item actually works great for. And if you look down here in the comment section, there should be a link you can link out and get all these recipes to print out for yourself. So really it's a no-brainer. So we're going to go through each item. The first thing that we have here on the table are sweet potato fries. And these are really versatile. They're a great healthy carb. Chris loves the sweet potato fries. We actually bake ours in the oven. Probably can't see these very close, but I will put a picture here of what they look like. They're blackened around the edges. They're crunchy. They're great. All we do is spritz them with a little bit of coconut oil, season them up. If we want them sweet, we'll use some cinnamon and stevia. If we want them more savory, we'll use some smoky seasoning or even some taco seasoning or something like that. So we'll prepare enough for the whole week for both of us, put it in a big freezer bag in the fridge, and then when it comes mealtime, we just pop them out and either microwave them or broil them in the oven. Super convenient. So sweet potato fries, we can't live without, right?
True story.
Yep.
And moving on from sweet potato fries, I'm going to move into this one because this is the one that I take the most part in. This is our ground turkey. Costco is my favorite place to get turkey because you can get like 6,000 pounds for $5 or something. It may not be to scale, so don't quote me. But the ground turkey is just so versatile. You put it into a pan with some spices and a little coconut spray. You cook it, you brown it on one side, you flip it over, you brown it on that side, you chop it up like taco meat, which goes into the segue. You can have it as taco meat with a taco seasoning, or Carrie's new little treat is she'll actually take the sweet potatoes and then put them in there and mix them together, and you've got this nice hearty little thing, which is fantastic, especially in the cooler months of the year, which we have, I would say, 10 out of 12 months here. So.
Yep. And this is another thing that can be really versatile for families. You could use this for lettuce wrap tacos, make it kind of more Thai spicy, maybe make some lettuce wraps that are more Thai and savory, maybe with a peanut flour, or throw it on a salad. You can go crazy with this. You can do a lot. So that's a great one. Our next favorite that is the easiest thing in the world to make, and I'm surprised that I just learned about this in the last few months because I used to cook a lot of chicken for my food prep and it took a lot of time. What you see in here, if you can see that, it's a shredded, flaky, just like you get in a Mexican food restaurant, very tender, awesome, shredded, almost brisket style chicken. All we did to make this is go to Costco, pick up the frozen chicken breasts in the big bag, throw them in the crock pot, frozen, let it sit overnight, let all the water pool in the bottom, get up in the morning, and it's like a big giant browned clump of chicken. Dump all the water off, mash it up, this is what you get. It's awesome. We can make taco salads, tacos, you name it. We can go crazy with this. It's just so convenient, and we usually have a giant freezer bag of that too, and we weigh out our portion and throw it on whatever we're making. It's very easy and convenient. Crock-pot chicken.
Crock-pot chicken, it is the greatest. So moving right along, we have green beans. One of my favorite things, because cutting vegetables is about as far as I get. You just take the green beans. You can actually get them pre-cut. I think they're called French cut style. Costco sells them again in large bags. You just get a bag or two, depending on how many portions you're going to have. Cut them into bite-sized pieces, and you can either broil them and get them a little bit crispy, or if you really, really want to make it easy, just drop them into a pan of water and you can boil them. And you would just boil them until they're moderately soft. Some people will tell you steamed. It just really depends on your flavor.
Perfect. And they're not on the table, but our other option for our veggie each week is my favorite. I'll take Brussels sprouts, spray a little coconut oil on them, sprinkle them with, this sounds weird, but it's good, cinnamon, cayenne pepper, garlic, and a little bit of Walden Farms maple syrup, and they're like sweet and spicy. Roll them up in foil, bake them for an hour at about 350 to 400 degrees, depending on your oven, and they blacken around the edges, and they're caramely and sweet. Awesome veggie option, so that's my other favorite. Last but not least, speaking of veggies, this looks like rice, and it is rice. However, we made this out of cauliflower, so it technically counts as a vegetable serving. This is something that we make, we prep it on Sunday. It's usually gone by Tuesday because it is so great.
It's so good.
Yeah, the trick to this is to get raw broccoli, raw cauliflower flowers. Our best bet is to go to Costco and get them so they're already cut off the big stem. Very convenient. Put them in a food processor, and you're going to pulse it and very slowly shred that raw cauliflower until it looks, until it looks like rice would feel. It's the texture of rice, looks like rice, only it's cauliflower. Then we spray a pan with a little bit of cooking oil, probably olive or coconut are your best bets. Throw this in there, let it sit. You can season this. I'll usually throw in a little bit of the Bragg's aminos, the liquid aminos, because it tastes like soy sauce, and a little bit of curry seasoning to make kind of an Asian rice, or taco seasoning is great too, or you can leave it plain, season it when you go to reheat it. But long story short, cook it up, kind of taste it as you go to make sure it's not overly cooked, because if it's overly cooked, it's squishy and gross. You want this to resemble rice. This is something that I bet if I gave to a non-dieter, carb addict in a dish, they would have no clue that they're eating cauliflower. It's that good. So cauliflower rice, great in salads, wraps, just a filler for anything. So we can't live without this each week.
And those are the basic 5 things. I would say, other than food prep, the easiest way to keep life and fitness and nutrition on track is keep it simple. If you notice we only have 5 items here. If you have 25 different items to cook, you're going to freak out and not know where to start, and then you'll end up saying, screw it, I'm going to go eat that thing from down the street at that one restaurant with that funny little arch-looking thing, no names or puns intended. But keep it simple, prep it all ahead of time. It's a science, it's a practice, and your first time you might be like, oh no, I didn't cook enough food. Your second time you might say, oh no, I cooked too much food. But by the third time you'll have it nailed. It takes us how long per Sunday to food prep?
3 hours and the whole week's done. But we don't cook just these 5 things either. We've got sort of different tastes, and we get bored and like to mix it up, so we might try turkey burgers one week, or so we do have some wiggle room. We just pick what we want in advance, prep it on Sunday, and we're set for the whole week.
And that pretty much sums it up. So go ahead and do that. Don't forget, some of the recipes we spoke about are in the report down below. Just click the link and it'll take you where you need to go.
Perfect. And before we go, we're going to show you what the inside of a refrigerator looks like. It's Tuesday. We prepped our food on Sunday, so we've got a pretty stocked fridge, and we'll kind of pan through. Yeah, very stocked. We'll pan through, show you some of the things that we have. It sounds sort of ghetto, but we store them in big freezer bags. It's actually because it's convenient, and we eat different portion sizes, so it's easier for us to just measure as we go. But you can do whatever works for you, but we keep it as simple as possible, so we're going to let you see a sneak peek into our fridge before we go. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We're going to be posting videos every week, and click below, like this video, and feel free to share it with your friends. Okay, welcome to our fridge. The first thing we have to have in our fridge at all times is this almond cheese. It's dairy-free, but check it out. Hardly any fat, very low carb, so it's basically a protein. We also live off this liquid aminos from Bragg's. We season our vegetables with them. I use it as a salad dressing. Metromint water, nothing but water in here, and natural essence of chocolate and mint goes in my black coffee, Americanos that we make at home. What do we got? We got some hard-boiled eggs that are already peeled. We get these at Costco. They're whole, organic, and tasty. Shirataki noodles are another great thing. I make stir fries with these all the time. There's almost no calories in them. They're a low-carb alternative to noodles, so if you're a noodle stir fry person, they're great. Down here is sort of like our salad mecca. We've got all kinds of different greens down here. On days where we've got lower carbs, big old salads are the answer. Here's our veggies. We've got barbecued red peppers and onions for fajitas, green beans. There's that cauliflower rice. And this box right here, they aren't lying. It's full of yummy goodness. This is a whole guacamole we got from Costco. And they're portioned out so we can't overeat. Same with our hummus. Already put together in a handy little portion so you won't overeat. Almond milk, low-calorie alternative to milk, great for lattes when we feel like having lattes. And this is kind of like our pile of protein. There's the crock pot chicken and the sausage. We've got some barbecued turkey burgers down here. And, of course, our good old eggs and egg whites. Been getting egg whites at Costco. They finally have actual whites. And they do freeze. And this up here is my little cheat. It's some amino jello, sugar-free jello with aminos in it. And that's our fridge.